Hey everyone, this is lesson 2, How do plants reproduce? How does a garden grow? The series of stages that a living thing goes through as it develops is called a life cycle. It is important to understand plant life cycles because most of our food comes from plants. Most plants grow from seeds. First, a seed is placed in soil so it can sprout. Next, the plant grows until it reaches maturity. A mature plant may grow flowers or cones. Then these structures make more seeds. Radish life cycle. A radish goes through 3 stages during its life cycle. A radish seed contains an embryo of a plant when a seed sprouts during a process called germination. An embryo begins to grow. As a plant continues to grow, it gets larger. When a plant grows to its full size, it reaches maturity. Mature plants can make seeds that grow into new plants. And here's just the life cycle of a radish. Flowers and cones. Flowers and cones are reproductive structures that make seeds. They produce sex cells. Sex cells are used during sexual reproduction. Male sex cells are called sperm and female sex cells are called eggs. Fertilization is the process of a sperm and an egg cell joining together. A fertilized egg grows into a new plant inside a seed. In plants with cones, sperm are made in male cones and eggs are made in female cones. Most cone-bearing plants are trees, such as pines, spruces, and cycads. I'm not sure if I said that word right. Most plants produce seeds and flowers. Petals are the outer part of the flower. The male organ is the stamen. It consists of a thin stalk topped by a sac-like anther, which produces pollen. These grains of pollen contain the sperm. The female organ is the pistil. Its rounded base contains eggs. Many flowers have both anthers and a pistil. The power of pollen. Plants reproduce through pollination. Pollination is the process of pollen moving from a male plant part to a female plant part. Plants can be pollinated by wind, flowing water, or pollinators such as bees, birds, and butterflies. Seeds on the move. Animals play a big role in moving plant seeds. Many animals eat fruit, which helps spread the seeds contained in the fruit. Other animals, such as squirrels, will find and bury seeds. Seeds, such as birds, can also travel on animals' body. Wind and flowing water also move seeds. Other ways plants grow. A spore is a cell that can form into a new plant when the conditions are right. Some plants, such as mosses and ferns, grow from spores instead of seeds. Plants that grow from spores have 2 distinct forms in their life cycles. Spores are released when the structures that hold them break open. Wind carries the spore to a new spot. If the spot is good, the spore will grow into a plant. A fern or frond is one form of the plant. Spore clusters will grow on the underside of the fronds. If a spore lands in a place with good light and water, it begins to grow into a tiny, flat, heart-shaped structure. The heart-shaped structure is the outer form of the plant. It produces eggs and sperm. If a sperm cell fertilizes an egg cell, a curled frond will begin to develop and push out of the ground. The new plant reaches maturity when it can reproduce.